Thank you for being here today. I'm Shri Uparap from Shri S.H. Kirkar College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Devgarh. I'm studying in MSc Part 2nd Organic Chemistry. I'm here today to talk to you about the structural elucidation of cephalosporin C. So our first slide is about introduction part. The first point is cephalosporin C is also an antibiotic of the cephalosporin class. Its molecular formula was found to be C16H21N3OHS. The spectrum of activity of cephalosporin C was found to be similar to that of penicillin N, but comparatively cephalosporin C is less active. It is found to be good starting material for the preparation of series of penicillinase resistant antibiotics. Cephalosporin C absorbs ultraviolet light and is stable to acid. It is non-toxic. It gives a positive Nein-Hadron reaction indicating the presence of an alpha amino acid. It consumes two equivalent of an alkali, hence it is dicarboxylic acid. Further, as indicated from the Nein-Hadron test, it's an amino dicarboxylic acid. And cephalosporin C have significant activity against gram-positive and gram-negative organisms. Cephalosporin N is an antibiotic which is produced by a species of Cephalosporium bacteria. Our next slide is about hydrolysis reaction of acid cephalosporin C. The first one is acid hydrolysis, in which first step is hydrolysis of cephalosporin C gives 1 mole of D-alpha amino adipic acid and 2 molecules of ammonia, and also carbon dioxide is removed. The reaction is here. Here we see. The next step is on heating with Rani nickel followed by hydrolysis. It gives D-alpha amino adipic acid, L-alanine and D-L-valine. Here we see the reaction. Here we see the cephalosporin C on reduction with Rani nickel gives D-alpha amino adipic acid and L-alanine. So our next step is controlled hydrolysis of cephalosporin C gives a dipeptide together with D-alpha amino adipic acid, and the reaction is here. The cephalosporin C on hydrolysis at room temperature, it gives dipeptide with together with D-alpha amino adipic acid. Our next slide is about hydrolysis of cephalosporin C in neutral solution. Hydrolysis in neutral solution at 37 degrees Celsius gives D2,4-amino 4-carboxyl-butyl thiazole 4-carboxylic acid. Here we see the reaction in which we get above compound. The second point is electromagnetic titration of the above compound indicated in the presence of basic group. Its value is pKa 9.9 and 2 acidic group. For pKa for this pKa is equivalent to 2.6 and 4.0. On the basis of electromagnetic titration, cephalosporin C was found to have an amino dicarboxylic acid. Further, 3 ionizable groups were found with pKa values of 2.6, 4.0 and 9.9 respectively. 2.6 and 3.1 are for carboxylic acid and 9.9 for amino group. So, on the basis of the above points and IR spectra, cephalosporin C may be assigned following part structure, in which the structure like butane and C7H8O4. The next point is about hydrolysis of cephalosporin C with dilute sulfuric acid. Hydrolysis of cephalosporin C with dilute sulfuric acid gives 1 mole of acetic acid IR analysis shows bands at 1773 centimeter inverse and 1031 centimeter inverse. Former suggests that the acetic acid was derived from an acetoxy group. Hence, the latter band could be banded to the OC in the grouping CH3CO-O-3, that is, acetoxy group was present in the fragment C7H8O and the OC is stretching. Next slide is about the left. This left the rest of the compound fragment containing hydrocarbon atoms. When cephalosporin C dissolved in zero point 0.1 normal HCl at room temperature, it forms a lactone which on reduction in the presence of ranitidine form following compound. So in the following reaction, the cephalosporin C dissolved in zero point 0.1 normal HCl at room temperature. It forms a lactone, that is alpha amino beta methyl butanoate, which on reduction in presence of ranitidine gives dihydro alpha amino beta methyl butanolide. So the formation of the above compound can be explained if the C7H8O4 fragment has following structure. This means the structure A. The structure A is confirmed by the following reaction. The next slide is about the reaction. When cephalosporin C was subjected to ozonolysis followed by the reaction with ranitidine, the following reaction takes place. When cephalosporin was subjected to ozonolysis, it gives the two compounds, from which the one compound that contains sulfur on reduction with ranitidine gives the above compound, that is hydroxyacetone. And the other one compound. So on the basis of above result, Abraham and his co-workers assigned the following structure to cephalosporin C, and the structure is here. Here we see, in which we see the COH carboxylic group, and here is the structure of cephalosporin C. Our next slide is about uses of cephalosporin C. Cephalosporins are used to treat bacterial infections such as respiratory tract infections, skin infections, and urinary tract infections. Cephalosporin C are drugs which are used for some people who are allergic to penicillin. When cephalosporin or any other antibiotic is given as a treatment, the medication should be taken for the fully prescribed time, even if symptoms disappear. Cephalosporins are antibiotics which are used for the bacterial infections, which are used by the people who are allergic to penicillin, and it is given fully prescribed time, even if symptoms disappear. Our next slide is about comparison of the cephalosporin C with penicillin. The cephalosporin C, unlike penicillin, did not give penicillamine on hydrolysis, indicating that the structure of the fragment attached to the beta-lactam ring in the two antibiotics are quite different. This was confirmed by the fact that NMR spectrum of cephalosporin C did not show signal at 7.9, which is a signal expected from geminal dimethyl group, and cephalosporin C acts by inhibiting penicillin binding proteins. Thank you all of you.